and welcome to Trump Tuesday. No, we did not go back in time. And yes, Trump is in the news. He's always in the news because the news just loves talking about Trump.
Fuck, it's fucking sickening how much they like to talk about him.
Oh, yes. And 90% of it is negative. He even did a State of the Union address. And I haven't watched it yet, but I've seen bits and pieces of it.
I've watched part of it.
You know, he does know how to give a speech. He does.
It's all fluff.
True, but it's Trump. You know, it's not like any other president hasn't given a State of the Union address and been full of fluff too.
Yeah.
But at least, you know, in previous years, Republicans, you know, applause at the right places, and all the Democrats are just a bunch of fucking assholes.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, they don't look happy.
Yeah, no kidding. And it's just like,
you know, one thing I noticed about the crowd at the State of the Union address was, they're all old, and I'm going, this doesn't represent the demographic very well.
No,
they're all a bunch of fucking people over fucking 60. No wonder their country's in turmoil.
Yeah, because they don't have any young people.
They don't have any young people who like to think and be progressive and fucking like, man. No wonder fucking you wanna. Holy crap! I'm just like, Jesus Christ, get some young blood in there.
Well, Chelsea Manning, I believe. The soldier who leaked classified information.
Isn't that Snowden?
No. There was another one.
Oh.
He was a he and then turned into a she while in prison.
Okay.
Anyways, apparently she's running for Congress or the Senate, and it's like, good. At least she's under 40. So,
these guys all look like they should be in retirement homes.
Some of them, definitely.
Holy
That's
fuck.
for sure. So, anyways, Trump decided to come out with something called the Fake News Awards. He dropped a hint about it last year, and some of us were excited because it's like, ooh, what's he going to do? You know? And this is Trump. So I figured there'd be a little bit more pageantry to it.
Fanfare behind it, yeah.
Pageantry, you know, maybe even like an actual fake award, and he would like, here, fake award for. No, it was just posted on the
just Twitter or something.
GOP website actually, and he posted it on there, and it's just like, oh, that was so disappointing.
It's almost like he's a little child having a temper tantrum doing that. To me, that's what it kind of how it came across. Like, I can understand, like, he's being attacked by all these mainstream media people.
Yeah.
I understand that, and you're mad. And it kind of, I look at the mainstream media and go, okay, he's the president. Can you guys get over it already? And just deal with it?
Yeah, I know. It's been over a year now.
Yeah, if you want to get him out, then have people vote who don't want him there more than the people who do.
Yeah.
Like, we live in a democratic society. This is the society that we all want. Yeah, this is what it gave you, turds.
We had a conversation like this at work. We were talking about him being reelected, and I was saying that Trump is going to. We're talking about Trump dying, and it's like Trump is going to serve 8 years as president, and then he's going to be done and pretty much die. And he's like, well, why is he going to die? Well, he's old.
Yeah, he's
right?
70 something, isn't he?
He's 74.
Yeah, like...
Right? And he's like, well, he's not going to serve 8 years. He's not going to be reelected.
Yeah, he is.
And then I looked at him and went, in the U.S., you either vote for your party or you vote against your party. A lot of people in the U.S. will go, he's my party, I'm voting for him. That's it is black and white in the States in that regards. There is no real third option in the States. There's no third party. If you ever run for president as a third party, you don't get press time. No. You don't get invited to the debates. You are an outsider. And most of the time, if you vote for a third party, your votes are wasted. So Donald Trump will be re-elected. He'll be re-elected both ways. Like, his party will renominate him for president, and he will win again, unless the Democratic Party can actually throw somebody up against him. And honestly, when Oprah
the only thing that's going to happen is if a bigger name, I think, runs against him.
Yeah.
Like a celebrity type person. I think that's the only way that...
Oprah wouldn't have been that bad. She actually has...
Fucking Kanye
No.
West. Fuck, I think they would win on name alone, but I don't know if their policies would be good. Like, I don't know if they're...
I think The Rock running for president would be very bad for him.
Well, yeah, of course. Of course it would.
Kanye West, yeah, that's great, but he would be worse for the country than Trump.
Just think about this. Just think about the political state. When you're sitting here talking about celebrities running against Orange Man. Just think about how laughable that is.
Yep.
Imagine if you were like an outside source, a Canadian.
Which we are.
We can't throw rocks in a glass house because of the person we have in our running our country.
But at least when we don't like our leaders of the two particular parties, we do actually have a third option to pick. And that third option
better.
No, but the third option has a little bit more of a swing in things.
Look what happened in Alberta with the third option. NDP, oh fuck yeah, we're doing great now.
Okay, thanks.
Holy
you just screwed that. No, and I totally agree. So, I get it. I see a lot of the problems the American system has, but this is the system that they swear by.
Our system isn't much better.
No,
yeah, we have more options, but at the same time, it's like. But when you look at like the system as a whole, like in Canada, you look at like each like ward in a city, and you look at it and go, oh, like where I live, it's Little India, and who's our MP? An Indian. You look
where
down
the people that run in that area are 3 Indians.
Yeah, like...
And maybe a 4th white guy.
It's like, yeah, you don't stand a chance. If I went, no, I'm going to run for MP of Saddle Ridge, I wouldn't stand a chance.
No.
Not a chance. Not one iota of a chance. You know, and it's just... Doing the show has made me just hate politics even more. But it makes me... I understand it more because I pay a little bit more attention. And that was a bad idea. That was a very, very bad idea.
You become educated and you regret it.
Very, very, very bad idea. No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say I've become educated because I understood it before. I know what politics are. It's easy to understand. But when you actually pay more attention, you get more angry. And you realize how more stupid and the points that you thought before are more validated. And you look at people and go, you're just a lemming who wants to walk off the cliff because you're told to. That's exactly how I feel. You know, when I sit there and look at Canada and the U.S. and I go, we don't think for ourselves. This is fantastic.
And part of the purpose of what we try to do here is to make people aware of some of the things that are going out. So you go, oh, they sound wrong. Well, prove us wrong.
People will call you crazy if you have a different if you're in a group of people, say you're a group of 10 people, and there's only one person who's saying something different. That person, no matter if they're right or wrong, is going to be called crazy.
Yep.
Because they have a different view, they have a different outlook on things.
Yep.
They could be 100% right. 5 years down the road, they're proven right, and it's like, but you guys all called me crazy. 5 years ago, you thought I was crazy.
Here's the thing: those 9 people will all suddenly go, oh, he was right, but not acknowledge the fact that they called them crazy or apologize for being assholes. It'll just be, they'll sweep it under the carpet and go, he was right, and then move on.
Does Trump do crazy things? Yes.
Yes.
Like these fake news awards, crazy. What are you doing? You're an idiot.
But here's the thing: I agree with the fake news awards. I think it's a good point to have the media called out for doing stupid things.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, no, I can understand that. Yeah.
Honestly,
but I don't know if it should be done by
the president.
Maybe, I don't know.
But who else is? Because honestly, if Fox News decided to go, oh, fake news awards.
Yeah.
You know what's going to happen? They're going to be laughed off and pushed off aside. It's like, oh, it's partisan politics, and it's like, so if the president is saying it because he's the one being faked newsed, I totally get it.
But he does say things that like he said his State of the Union address was the most watched, and it was proven wrong, and it was like, okay, well, whatever. He's just trying to stroke his own ego.
No, but okay, like every time Donald Trump speaks in interviews or whatever, the next day there's always an article somewhere saying, oh, he said so many things wrong. He said so many things wrong, and I'm like, okay, he may say things wrong,
When's the last time you haven't said something wrong?
If you go back and do the same thing to
everybody,
Obama or Bush or Clinton, do they do the same thing?
You can find everything wrong. You can find anything to fit your narrative.
Or do you find that those previous presidents, when they speak, don't say anything at all? Because Trump, when he speaks, he does actually make a point. He may be wrong, but he makes a point. Whereas most politicians, they talk, and after 15 minutes, if you're actually paying attention, you realize that he hasn't actually said anything that resembles a point.
I think you can look at Canada and the U.S. and you can look at them and go, okay, because we're two totally different ends of the spectrum, I believe. Because our prime minister is like, help everybody, let everybody in, and in the U.S. he's like, no, America first, and you can see the difference. And people sit there and complain about how Trump views the world, and he's looked at as a racist because he wants to put his country first.
Yeah,
our guy wants to put everybody else first. And people look at him and go, why are you putting everybody else first? But if you flipped it, he'd be a racist. And I'm like, what's going on here? What do we want? Do we want us first, them first? What's going on here?
Again, most people have no problems with immigrants.
Nobody knows what they want.
Most people have no problems with legal immigrants. That's what it is. It's like if you come over here legally, it's not a problem. Mm-hmm. Most people don't care and they go, welcome to Canada.
Yeah.
But when you have these people that are jumping the border, jumping the lines of people that are legally coming here, it's kind of like, well, no.
Yeah.
We only let in so many people a year because you can only accommodate so many people a year. And the more people you throw in, the more you can't accommodate and the more bad things start to happen for everybody.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know. It's a sad state that we live in, and to me, it's just with how much access we have to everything.
Yes, the immediate news cycle.
It's just
now.
It's so every time, even everything's just become so hard to read and to look at, and because everybody tries to fit everything into their narrative. You know what I mean? Everybody can, because you can pick apart something.
Oh yeah.
You can take a word and you can twist it and you can make it fit your narrative, even though what it was is nothing.
Okay, great example. One of his fake news was when he released pictures of the White House, the Oval Office, which each president gets to decorate according to his own choices. Right? He has a collection of stuff that you can choose from. And they took a panoramic, basically, of the Oval Office, and immediately people are like, there's no Martin Luther King bust in there. And it's like, there's none. It's like, he's a racist. Look at him getting rid of black people in the office. And then, right off the bat, he's showing off his office. And, the next day he showed a picture of Martin Luther King on his desk. And it was, not on his desk, but on a table. And it was just behind somebody standing in front of it in the picture. And it's just like, that's a great example of, look, you made a narrative because you wanted to make it fit. Instead of going, maybe it was behind somebody?
Yeah.
So, I think what he did, it was actually really good.
You're trying to hold the news media accountable.
The news media is supposed to be accountable because these are the people that are influencing people.
The media is supposed to keep government accountable.
In check.
Yeah.
But if the government has to keep the media in check, that's a problem.
When you're trying to spew your own narrative and you're trying to,
I have no
you're supposed
problem.
to be objective.
I have no problem if a newspaper goes, I hate Trump,
but I'm going to be objective to it.
These are the reasons why.
Yeah.
This is the reasons why behind. But if they just go, we hate Trump, that's not good enough for me. I don't care that you hate Trump.
But he's racist, that's why.
You just need... and then you need to do is cite sources, right?
Yeah, but that's it. As soon as you do the race thing or the sexual assault thing, that's it. You're done. It's over. The conversation ends. Nobody looks at anything objectively anymore. Nobody looks at anything like that anymore. Once you pull out those two cards, those are the Trump cards. See what I did there? But no, seriously, that's what it is. Everybody looks at him as a racist, and it's like, well, how is he racist? Like, because he wants to eliminate people coming into country illegally. He wants to take care of his country first.
He wants to take care of Americans. Yeah. Not white
do
Americans.
I agree with
Americans?
I've heard stories of like people who've been in America being deported. They've been in America for 10, 15 years being deported. And I'm like, well, that's kind of a little bit far. In my mind, that's a little bit, that's a little bit far. Maybe there's a way you could, grandfather these people in or give them paths to citizenship or something like that. They've been here doing work and doing things for a long time.
In all fairness, if somebody had been enforcing the rules right from the beginning, they probably would have been deported in their first 5 years instead of.
Well, that's the thing. It's a gray area. It's kind of like
it's a sucky area because
it's a shitty area. It's a very shitty area.
There are laws that you have to enforce, and it sucks. And I agree. Trump should go. Okay, you know what? I'm going to be a nice guy. Let's grandfather some of these people in here.
Yeah, you can go to the extreme, but like you can go, okay, this is how we're going to start enforcing the rules, but we're going to look at each case on a case-by-case basis. Yes, you came into the country illegally, let's look at your track record let's look at if you're a fucking criminal, then okay, you know what?
Bye.
See you later. But if you've established yourself and you're doing good, okay, maybe we can look at you and go, let's give you a path to citizenship.
You're allowed to stay.
Yeah.
But you're at the back of the line.
Yeah.
It's going to take 5 more years, but
you're in the line. You're in the line now, and you're, it just doesn't.
It sucks. It's a hard position to be in because you don't really want to be an asshole, but you do have laws for a reason. And people argue, this is a country of immigrants. It's like, well,
you're
not
right.
a country of immigrants now, and that was like, what, 200-300 years ago?
We sit here when people use the past when it fits their narrative.
Mm-hmm.
People use the laws when it fits their narrative. People use this when it fits your narrative. You're like, yeah, this is great. But if it was not to fit your narrative, you'd be like, well, we don't need to.
We don't need
that. We don't need this. And it's
frustrating.
It's very frustrating. Exactly. And in every aspect of life, I'm finding that. You know what I mean? Like, when you look at everything, political, sports, entertainment, it's all becoming muddied. It's all... There used to be a line where you could go political, entertainment, and sports. They would all be separate entities. If you're a sports fan, it's like, I watch sports, I enjoy it, you have a good conversation, the game last night, what a catch, what a goal, what a this. And now it's becoming muddied to be a narrative, and same with entertainment. I enjoy that movie, I like this actor, I don't like this actress, I like blah, 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 and now it's...
I don't like that actor's political views now, so I don't watch any of his
movies. I don't watch any of their movies, and it's like, oh my fucking God, who fucking cares? Was the movie good or not? I don't know, it's just hard.
Yes.
It's just very hard.
Thanks again for joining us on Trump Tuesday, and this is why we don't do it anymore.
Oh my God, because it would just turn into a fucking cesspool of shit.
Another shithole country.
Yeah. Shithole fucking Trump Tuesday. That's what I call that shit. I'm not a big... I'm a fan and not a fan of Trump.
Yes.
Can you be that? I don't think you can. Because apparently... Either you're with us or you're against us.
Yeah.
But I'm just going, but can I just be in the middle?
I want to be in the middle.
I just want to take each view and look at it and go, you're an idiot, or okay, well, I can understand where you're coming from. This is what
I've noticed of the political spectrum.
Holy.
Everybody in the middle is being pushed by the left to be on their side.
Holy fuck.
And then people in the middle are going, well, I'm not with you, and so the left pushes them to the right, and the right goes, sure. We'll take you. We don't want you because we have our own opinions, and we don't want you in the middle.
It's the group mentality now. It's the group mob mentality. Anyways, thanks for joining us on Trump Tuesday. This hopefully happens very less often. God, it hurts.
Yes, it does.
Pains me physically. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe. All 0 of you. Subscribe. We need more subscribers. Spam that subscribe button. See ya.
See ya.